I need help with an about 40-year-old Ruth Berry well pump. It's 2-stage above ground well pump. It has a problem with building up pressure real slow. But it has a new pump on it, 2 new impellers. All new fittings. Sometimes it pumps up fast and sometimes it does not. Any help would be appreciated. It also has a new float/volume control valve.
Welcome. I will do my best to assist you with an answer. I offer training and step-by-step coaching beyond that. If the pump works sometimes, then it is most likely not a pump problem but a problem with air in the pump due to low groundwater levels or some other cause. First, we need to discover what the water level is in the well. We can go from there.
Okay, sounds good. I don't have anything to pull the pipe out of the well, but I can tell you that it's over 100 deep, but I have 85 feet of pip in the well. And the prime never leaves tank and both pipes going down into the well never lose water.
Hello again. No need to pull the pipe out in order to check the water level. That would prove anything. Because even if the water level is low, it will fill back up at the time you get the pipe out. If the foot valve works, then you will not lose water down the well when the pump is off. That will not prove sufficient water either. If you can drop a line down the well with a 1-ounce fishing weight attached, when the pump loses its ability to hold pressure while running, you can determine what the water level is at that time. It will help to tie small pieces of cotton rag to the line any event, what will mark the water level. Let me know how that goes, we can proceed from there.
I had plumber come out and help change the fittings on the back of the well. He said that since the water was still in the pipes going down into the well, then that means the foot valve was working and not sticking. Also, the pump fills up fast at times and slow at others. Also, it seems to build up a whole lot quicker if you shake the well tank around like something isn't getting a good seal or something in the tank. Just about everything on this pump has been rebuilt new. One concern I have is I have noticed when you pull out the pump and motor the 2 PVC pipes on the inside of the tank, they look kind of old. And the PVC pipes right where they go into the pump look like they have worn rings around the PVC pipes right where the PVC pipes go into the pump. If the seals around PVC pipes are good, would that make a difference on how well the pressure builds up?
If there were a problem there, they would be leaking water, particularly when the pump is not running. It is about 90% likely that the water table is dropping, and that is the problem. Your time will be best spent in determining that water level issue, with the pump running. Let me know how that goes, we can proceed from there.
Well, the pump is inside the tank. So how would I know if it's leaking? And if it's leaking inside the well, would that mean it's just pushing the leaking air down the well? And the PVC pipe that has the worn ring around it is also inside the tank also. Can techs call yet? I used the site a while back ago and they said that the feature wasn't available yet. If you could call, it would probably really make it easier to explain. Here's my number if you can call /P.
Hello again. The botany on this issue is this. If any of those pipes were leaking or causing the problem in any way, then they would always be causing the problem. The pump would never fail to provide sufficient pressure. That is the key aspect of what is going on with this system. Since the system provides sufficient pressure at least on occasion, then we can be virtually certain that the piping connections are not the problem. The only intermittent factor in this situation is the well water level. That is why it is the 95% most probable cause for this problem. There is about a 5% chance that the problem is elsewhere, such as bad connections at the pump. Looking for those at great trouble and expense, however, is a long shot, and typically not the best use of one's time when we consider that the well is suffering low flow rates at times. And that is a very, very common problem today. You are of course totally welcome to pull the pump and replace all of that tubing. I don't recommend it. It is possible that it will solve the problem, but not at all likely. The company has adopted direct phone call options. They want a $30 extra fee for that service, because of the extra manpower it takes to monitor the quality of our answers. In this case, I do not think a phone call is going to do you any good. What will do you some good is measuring the water level in the well while the pump is running, particularly if it is running at low water pressure. We can continue from here, without a time limit, if you will rate my assistance so far positively. Thank you.
I can try the water level thing, but my uncle who used to live in this house had the water level checked and was told there was enough water in the well to last up 80 years. And the only time I started having the pressure issue was after my old motor went out, and I had to put a new one on. When I put the new one on is when I put all the new parts on. It wasn't until then that I started having problems with the pressure every once in a while. Then it was a lot of the time. I was only thinking it could be the pipes inside the tank because I started working on the pump so much that I was taking the pump and motor off so much that I thought I might have affected the pipes some. But I don't have any help with the well right now to take the seal off to put a line down into the well. I know that line going down into the well is so heavy I can't hold it up by myself, and also dropping the line down the well. But I'll give it a try when I can.
Hello again. Your logic is pretty good on this. A situation like this has to be seen and physically inspected. It is still most likely that the groundwater level has dropped, regardless that it looked good years ago. Many wells have been drilled into aquifers that were assumed to be sufficient forever, that have now dried up significantly. It might be a low water problem that you try to fix by working on the pump. If that were the case, then the problem would not have been caused by the pump. If the system had been working well, and you have decided to work on the pump for some reason, possibly because the motor failed, then it could still be low water in the well. And the pump motor could have failed because it was running too much. Tell me please how much air pressure there is in the tank, and please send me pictures of the tank that shows the piping connections and any air connections on top of the tank. You can use the paperclip icon at the top of this box, or post them to www.flickr.com. We can go from there.
Thanks, Phil. Didn't really get to mess with the pump today, but I've got my dad working on it tomorrow for me, and I'm going to relay all the messages to him. I'll try and get as many pictures taken as possible. Also, one question we have noticed: out of the two pipes going into the ground, the pump is pushing water back into the well through the bottom pipe, smaller one. Do you have any theories on that?
Hello again. That is a jet pump. Click here for a diagram. Let me know if that makes any sense on your end or not.
Yes, it is a jet pump, but the link is broken.
Click here for pictures of all kinds of jet pumps. The jet portion of your setup is down the well. I think the water table is going low and that the pump is sucking air when it stalls. Thanks.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.